Hello, this is Nestor from Group 3. Let me see if I can get on my driveway without crashing and running over any garbage cans or anything like that. Anyway, good morning. Today we are headed out of the country. I have not traveled internationally in a very long time, and there are multiple challenges with traveling internationally. For those folks that travel internationally all the time, God bless you. I have not traveled internationally probably in over 10 years. And from my understanding, customs in different countries are either a positive experience or a negative experience. I have always had quasi-okay experiences in different countries, especially I used to travel to the Philippines, and that was always an experience that I feel everybody should be experiencing, besides the fact of traveling to Asia. But anyway, there's a couple of things, prior to traveling internationally. I mean, one, now I have an American passport. I'm an American citizen. I'm headed to Toronto, Canada. I mean, yes, it's international travel. It's very, very close to the United States. And while most folks think that traveling to Canada is a breeze, you still have to be prepared traveling internationally. One, your passport has to be up to date. So one of those, that was my number one priority, was to make sure my passport was up to date. It is. It's probably good for another 3-4 more years. The second thing is, you want to make sure, do you need a visa to get into that country, not necessarily just Canada. And then the other thing is, what are some things you may need to have? For instance, years ago I used to travel to Europe and Germany, and back then, in order to get a visa to get into Germany, you had to produce a certain amount of documents. Other than the visa, they wanted proof that if you were in Germany and you got stuck in Germany, one, they wanted to make sure that you weren't going to have a health insurance issue. So they wanted to make sure you had health insurance. Number two, they wanted to make sure that you had some sort of financial capability of staying in Germany. I could understand, they don't want to support people that are not able to support themselves in their own country. I get it, and it's nothing personal. It's just people just needs to be aware wherever you're traveling. Hence, headed to Toronto, I personally would like to see it more downtown Toronto. Now, I live in Florida. The temperature here is averaging about 85 degrees Fahrenheit. In Toronto, I looked on my weather app. It was roughly about 50 degrees. So that major 30-degree change in temperature, while some people feel it's very comfortable, I personally like that temperature. But you have to be prepared for those low temperature nights that can dip into the 30s. I know when I see 50s and you're up north, the weather can change like that. So you have to be prepared. Thicker socks, shouldn't be walking around in flip-flops, obviously. Anyway, I will try to show you video the process of going through at least the Canadian custom border area. I think that's going to be, for me, it's going to be very interesting. Again, years ago, it was a very manual process in checking your visa, your passport, all of that. I think this time, with the technologies, I'm sure it's going to be a lot faster. Anyway, I will try to show you that. I think that would be very interesting. But yes, we are headed to Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Hope you enjoy my video. Have a good day. Alright, so you guys are not allowed on the plane. So I'm going to put you in here. See you in a little bit. Your trip. Oh my lordy, where the heck are we? We are in Toronto, Canada. Toronto, Ontario. Yeah. Good trip. Had to sneak you in to customs. What we're gonna be dealing with. Yep. I'm gonna try to go up there. Yep. Enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride.
Hello and welcome everyone. We're facing the north side of the elevator. We have downtown Toronto and the entertainment district. If you guys feel brave enough, look down. We have 2 glass panels at the bottom of your feet if you want to track your pockets. And it's going to take us approximately 58 seconds to go up to the main observation level.
Hope you guys enjoyed visiting Toronto. I'm headed back to the good old USA. Again, because we're in a different country, I'm gonna have to sneak you back into the US of A. So, see you in a few hours.
Enjoy your flight.